So good evening, all of you. And then this is Nana. Then we are into the next day's program on Fusion procurement implementation. We have completed your financial setups. And then Radhika, slow. We are now completed the financial setups. And then afterwards, we have done the business unit creation also. Now we are into the inventory activity as such. So we are going to begin our inventory activity. And then if you have any doubts, then and there, just ask me by unmuting yourself now. So let me stop my record video, and then I will now go into the system now. I will now share my screen. So I am into the 32nd step, fine, which is nothing but manage facility shifts. Once again, let me see whether my eBiz is now started or not. So let me start my eBiz activity also, so that we can see in parallel actually. So we are into inventory actually. So in inventory, what they have done is they have shifted all the accounting into financials now. So no more accounting information on the inventory at all. And everything has been shifted, and then no periods at all in SCM. SCM mode does not have any periods. And so it has been made simplified now. So you concentrate only on your supply chain activity and nothing else. And that is what they say now. So let me go there, and then what happens? Start to do this now. So let me log in with my credentials C00_IMP with the password of Oracle 123. Click on sign in. So we go inside now. So if you see the eBiz has got what? I will go there and show it to you. Operations and then welcome. Click on login. So we are logging into eBiz now. And then let us have a look at the inventory org. So the inventory org is slightly different. Rather, what happens, the difference is that what happens, you don't have any accounting information over here now. No accounting information, so rather no accounts are there actually. No accounts are there. Go there and then say this. And you go to that, what's called a payables invoice. And there are two types of inventory orgs are there. One is an inventory org, one is an item org. An item org is nothing but what? An inventory org with no transactions at all. It is equivalent to a master org of Art World. So in Art World, what happens? We have the master org in which what happens? You don't perform any transactions. But if you want, you can very well create a sub inventory and then do a transaction. The system does not restrict you from making any transactions on the master, but you won't do it. In the master org, you won't do it. So what happens? They have now created one more thing called item org. In an item org, even if you want to make a transaction, you cannot do it. So that will be used by, let us say, the marketing modules basically. When a marketing team goes to the field, what happens? They will now open up this item org, and then they will now show all the items which are there basically, with all the descriptions and all, etc. And similarly, Oracle Retail will now pick up the items from the item master, but for the retail sales, what happens is they have their own way of transactions now. So item master will be used only for what happens, your retrieving purposes of the items, and then it will never be used for transactions. Similarly, what happens, there are so many other modules in the marketing. CRM will be using this item org to a great extent in Fusion actually. So there are two types of org. One is an item org, one is an inventory org. Item org is equivalent to a master org with no transactions. Right? So even if you want, you cannot do it. Whereas in an inventory org, we can very well perform a transaction. An inventory org is equivalent to eBiz basically. So there we normally create our master and child, just like in eBiz. So we will not go for the item org. I will now just show you the item org there. If you go there and then so this, click on this. Go to setup and maintenance. And then I will not show the item org. Right? It is manage percentage, item percentage, org percentage. So I'm going to go and show you manage item organization. So manage item organization is really equivalent to a master, and then it doesn't have any other things as such. So if you see this now, fine, click on search. No item org has been created now. So if you click on the plus, it will be exactly equivalent to an inventory org creation. Nothing, no change at all, but the only thing is no transactions as such. Click on the plus, and then the look and feel will be exactly like an inventory org only. Item org will be looking exactly like inventory org. So I'll now come to the debit line, fine. So there's no change at all on this now, fine. And everything is now same as such. Click on cancel. Only thing is, if you're creating an item org, fine, once again, if you click on this now, fine, if you click on this, the usage is item management. That is the only difference. Item management means what? Only items can be created and then queried, and then no transactions at all. If it is going to be the usage is going to be inventory management, it can be transacted also. If the usage is going to be inventory management, it can be transacted. So in Fusion, they have two types of org. One is an item org, and then one is an inventory org. So cancel it. So we go there, click on done, and then come out of it now. And now the first task is what? We are going to create the facility shifts now. We go there. So let us go there and then see the workday calendar of inventory. We go there, go to the workday calendar of inventory. So inventory vision operations USA. And then we are going to see the workday calendar of inventory. You go to setups, organization, and then go to calendars now. Enter it. So here, let me query my calendar now. So let me query it now. So if you query it, what happens? Here, you have the quarter type over here now. And then afterwards, the from date and to date is there. And then you click on the workday pattern. The workday pattern is coming. So for that particular workday pattern, what happens? You go to the shifts now. Shift is now showing you shifts workday pattern is coming over here now. And then afterwards, what happens? If you go to the dates, it shows you everything. So here, everything is now put up in the one single form itself of workday calendar. This has been split into three now. This total thing has been split into three in Fusion now. So we're going to see this now how it is being done in Fusion. So the first activity is what? We are going to create what? Manage facility shifts. Manage facility shifts, the first activity. Then manage workday patterns, and then manage facility schedules. So these three things put together is a single one called workday calendar in R12, and then they have been split into three now. So let us go and create the manage facility shifts now. Fine, go there. So I will now go there. Go to manage percentage, facility percentage, shift percentage, and then entering. So manage facility shifts is there. Fine, click on it. And then we are going to create it now. Fine, click on plus now. So let me create my facility shift over here now. So here I will now put C00 underscore facility underscore shift. Fine, I will now take a copy of it. So always enter everything with your prefixes. Now fine, code is what? I will now say C00 start time. Let us say it is 8:00 and then AM is required. Fine, if you don't put AM, it will not be coming. So duration, I will not drop it down. It's 8 hours. Then make it as hours. And then the category is what? Work from home or work from office. I'm putting it. Shift detail type is what? Flexible. And that's it. Fine. And then afterwards, once you do it, it's now coming up in the bottom. Fine, I'm going to add the shift details. Fine, click on the plus now. So I'm going to add the shift details. It is equivalent to what happened the workday pattern. This is the core working hours, day 1 to day. And remember, for order management, we have to give 7 days working now. Fine, 1 to 7 is a must. Otherwise, order management does not work. And so remember it. And then we made a mistake while you're doing order management. And then there, start time. I'm going to put 8 a.m. I don't know, no, not this place. In some other place, we're putting it now. Fine, what is? So we are now given a start time. Duration is what? 8 hours. Start time 8 hours. 8 hours. And then duration unit is hours. Fine, is a core working. And then breaks, we can also give this breaks exactly like e-business now. And then core working is what happens. Go and then click on save and close, by which one of the facility shift is now created. So whatever you give, whether you give 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours, what happens? We can perform inventory transactions 24 hours. So in eBiz also, what happens, irrespective of the hours you're going to give, you can very well perform. These hours are honored only with the planning modules. The ASCP, the demand planning, the D-Mantra, the capacity planning, all these modules will be sensing these hours. Whereas inventory, it's 24 hours working. So don't worry about it. For inventory, you can do it now. Only when you're going to the planning modules, you have to do the exact working hours as such. And click on save and close because their production is involved as such. So facility shift is now created. Any doubts on this one? It is almost equivalent to what we have in eBiz. So if you see, we are now creating a shift, and then here we are going to workday pattern, fine, 5 and 2, and then we are giving the timings also. Fine. We give the timings also. So everything is now inbuilt in the one place. Fine. We give the timings on what time to what time we are going to work. So it's on a facility shift now. Fine. Facility shift is now created. So we go for the next activity now, and then go to facility workday patterns now. Workday patterns is now separate now. Fine. Here workday patterns are coming up here. So here we give the workday pattern. So this is what else. How come these arrow marks are coming? I don't know. Close it. Fine. We go there. Manage facility workday patterns now. So we go there and then click on done now. So facility workday pattern is the one. Manage facility work percentage, day percentage entry. So manage facility workday patterns. What else? We go inside now. And then click on plus now. Name is what? C00 underscore fine. Work day pattern. WDP. I'm putting it now. Take a copy of it and then put in the description. Length in days, it must be 7. Here I'm telling you, fine, it has to be 7 for order management. Otherwise, it doesn't work properly at all. Fine, it has to be 7. And then I go there, click on the plus now. And then the start day is 1. And then the end day is 7. I don't know why they have made such a restriction in order management. And then we can now put one of them, fine, click on search and then put your shift name over here now. So starts with C00 and then click on search now. So choose it and then click on OK. Fine, go further. And then it gets populated everything, whatever you're given there in the shift, it's not getting populated by which whatever the workday pattern is now created. So click on save and close. It doesn't have much of a relevance as far as inventory is concerned because inventory is going to work 24 hours. Fine, 24 hours. And then do it. And then finally, we are going to make the schedule now. So schedule is the final one, which will be put on the inventory org. So schedule is the one which is equivalent to the workday calendar now. Fine. So you go there and then create this now. Fine. Manage schedules. Is called facility schedules, CH percentage. So manage facility schedule is the one where I'm going to create it. This will be populated on the inventory org creation. So click on the plus now. So here, oh God, I want to edit. I want to edit actually. I want to go to the plus now. Fine, click on the plus now. You go plus now. Fine, here what I'm going to see 00 underscore facility underscore schedule. I'm putting it and then take a copy of it now. And then put in the description. The core type, what happens is we got one extra type here. Fine, we have got one extra type here. So there we don't have this much of a type now. When you go there, if you go there, cancel it. We got only 2, then here we got extra one. So we got 445 and then 544 as a one. So here we got one extra. Fine, 445. 454 and then 544. Fine, one of them we can choose now. This is required from the planning perspective actually. And then we can say category as what? Work. The effective start date. It gives you only 1 day, remember, 26 to 26 only. So we only have to make a change now. There, it automatically prompts a 4-year now. Fine, it automatically prompts a 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. Fine, so it's almost 4 years. So here it is only 1 day now. Fine, you make a change to what? 21. So you make a change of the effective dates automatically from 2nd June to 2nd June of 21. So click on the plus and then I'm going to populate your facility workday. Fine, sequence is 1 now and then go there. So like what happens, you can now choose this now, pattern name. I'm going to choose it now. So the pattern is already created and then that you're going to put it. So it's slightly different when compared to the workday calendar which you're doing it now. So go there and then put the workday pattern over here now. So sequence 1 is workday pattern. And that's it. And then by which what happens, the schedule gets created. And then if you want to have an exception, it is also exceptions are exactly similar to this now. So in eBiz also we have exceptions. If you go to the dates, we have exceptions. So exceptions can be manual exceptions or from an exception list or exception template. Here also the same thing is applicable now. So you can have an exception and then make a difference of the working day calendars. So go there and then click on save and close, by which what happens, the C00 facility schedule is now created. Fine, click on close, save and close. And that completes the workday pattern of eBiz, which is equivalent to 3 different things in Fusion now. Now done, click on done now. Now what happens, we are now going to create the inventory org. So let's go on and get the inventory org now. So if you see in this place in what happens, eBiz, close it. So you go to the organizations now. So let me query an organization now. Let me query the Seattle manufacturing now. Seattle manufacturing, I'm going to query now. I put over here now. I click on OK. And then click on Find now. Hello, are you there? Kalai, you're all there now?
Yes, Anand, we are listening.
Yes, Ananda. Yes.
So here, good. So with the serial manufacturing, what happens? It has been classified as inventory, or if you go to the others, what happens? We are having the accounting information. In the accounting information, what happens? We are going to say it is going to report to what. Fine. It reports to what? Which primary ledger, which legal entity, and then which operating unit. So that comes in the first page of this now. Fine. The ledger, legal entity, and then operating unit. Operating unit is nothing but a business unit. So that comes in the first page of this now. And then click on manage. What happens? Your inventory R, manage percentage, INV percentage, R percentage. So item org is a one where what happens? Items are only created and no transactions, and then that is used by the CRM modules explicitly. So that what happens? Even by mistake, you cannot make any transactions. So inventory org is used by the PIM module. So here, what happens is no more inventory. It is PIM now, product information management. So eBiz has got a separate PIM and then separate inventory, and then here they have been clubbed together now. Fine, they have been clubbed together. And then what happens? It is a common model of PIM, and then it has got three licenses. One is a product license, which is equivalent to inventory, and then next is product and catalog, and then product and hub. The product and catalog and then product and hub are equivalent to the PIM module of eBiz basically. Fine, the higher licenses actually, and then Oracle is not sold anything, or they are not even sold anything at all on the higher levels, because still now they are ready to get the customers now. So only the basic license is being sold to everybody. There is a product license, in which what happens, we'll now see only the inventory activity coming there. So click on the manage inventory org, go there. I'm not going to go there. And then here I will now create an inventory org. Click on plus now. So let us go and then create the first inventory org. So I will now create the master org, find C00 underscore master. I'm going to get a master. So here organization code. Here what happens? You cannot put 1, 2, 3 and then enter in. Fine. So here there is a restriction now. The first letter must be capitals. Must be what happens? Alphabets. So 1, 2, 3 is not accepting. It will not accept it actually. I don't know why it's so. 1, 2, 3. It will not accept. It needs what happens? A character actually. If you put C, what happens? It's a 00. Fine. And then give a tab. There is some capital restriction. Yes, the first letter has to be capital now. So that is what it is. It has to see the organization is invalid because it must consist of up to 18 characters. Consists of up to 18 characters means maximum 18 characters. It doesn't mean that 18 characters is there. So there in eBiz we have only 3 character letter restriction. Here we can go up to the 18 characters actually. Fine, 18 characters, which must be uppercase letters, numbers, or combination of both. So a small letter it will not accept. It will not accept only capital letters actually. Fine, you give capital C00. Find numbers or a combination of both. You can go up to 18 characters. So first must be alphabetically first capital letters basically, right? Not the small letter. Capital C is on the go. Now we have got 2 such business unit. One is what? Management business unit, and then the profit center business unit. This is for costing, and then this is for reporting. The management business unit is for reporting now. So here it is equivalent to the operating unit. Right? Management business unit is for reporting, and then the profit center is for costing actually. So they have moved everything of the costing into a separate entity actually. Nicely done. And then it is an enhancement when compared to eBiz. It is more flexible and powerful when compared to eBiz costing. So that has been moved separately. So for which what happens, we have to have one profit center business unit also specified. So the management business unit is ours. Fine, drop down and then let us put the management business unit. So I will now give on search now and then click on C00, C00, and then click on search. You'll be getting it now. So select it, left hand side select it, then click on OK, by which what happens, the manager is not done. So location is C00. So I'm now going to put the C00 location now. Find C00, C01, C02, C00. I'll now put it drop down, not coming. Sometimes what happens when you write off of it, it will be coming. So some fields are like that. Click on search and then I'll now put C0. C00 log 0. Log 0, I'm going to put it now. So let us choose the log 0 for the master arc. Fine, click on OK. So the address comes over here now. Fine, the address is not done. So the employees are internal here. Fine, exactly like that. Fine, what is it is active. And then here I had to put the primary legal entity. Fine. Since the primary ledger of the business unit is now, the business unit is chosen, its primary ledger is coming. So it may even have multiple legal entities. We drop down, we have only one legal entity over here now. Fine, that will be coming up automatically over here now. Choose this now. So the first page is now complete. It's almost similar to this now. Fine. What else? So we give this. So here also what happens, we give everything. So we give this reporting, and then afterwards what happens, we go there and then you click on OK and then go to the others now. In the others, we give the inventory information, which what happens, we are now giving the inventory or code now. Fine. We give the inventory org code here, which is a 3-letter one there. Here, what happens? You can go up to 18 characters. The first letter, if it is a alphabet, it has to be capitals. So it has to be capital. There is one restriction there. And then since they have given 18 characters, what happens? You can even write a good name on the code actually. That is a big advantage. Here, what happens? The code does not exactly reflect the organization's one. Here, what happens? The code itself can be a big one. That is one big advantage here. So go.
Hi Ananta,
Tell me.
I'm having one question.
Yeah, tell me.
See, as I can see that you are creating the select inventory organization.
Yeah.
That it is a secondary organization and not the master organization.
Now I'm
Can we
creating the
create a
master. I'm now creating the master.
Okay. But it's connected to the vision operation. That it's vision operation. It's this one BU.
No, one second. I'll ask you. Tell me. Now tell me.
Okay.
This Seattle manufacturing is a master org or a child org?
Manufacturing comes into the master organization.
No. How you are saying it's a master or child? Anybody? How to see whether this organization is a master or a child? Anybody? Seattle manufacturing is a child, not a master.
It is a child organization, Anna.
How we are saying it's child?
IMO, the parameter, inventory organization.
Inventory organization parameter. If this is not equal to Seattle manufacturing, it is a child now. Got it now? If the Seattle manufacturing is mentioned over here in the org, if this is not mentioned as Seattle manufacturing, it's a child. Fine. And if the both are same, it's a master. Got it now? If the IMO is mentioned over here as well as the organization mentioned over here, if they are same, it is a master. If they are different, it's a child.
Okay.
Fine. That is the way you distinguish a master and child. Here also what happens, we distinguish a master and child only inside this one. Inside which when we mention the IMO. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So we can create the master organization in Fusion also, right?
Yeah, of course, naturally. In Vision, in EBIS also, we are creating the master and child. Here also, we are creating the master and child. So I'm getting the first master.
Okay.
It's exactly.
Okay.
So here, what happens? You're mentioning this. The code is a 3-letter code, and then here, what happens? You can have any number of codes. So the first page is complete. You go to the next page now. And after having completed the profit center business unit, since we have only one BU, it gets automatically populated. If you have got multiple things, we have to choose it now. Fine, got us. So it's not coming up for you. So business management business unit is for reporting purposes. This is for costing purposes. So we have mentioned the operating unit, which is equal to business unit, the primarily and the legality. Fine. The reporting is now completed. So the organization code, the master name is now where. The location is also given over here. Internal location as well. Click on the next now. Click on the next. It's slightly different when compared to that now. Not much of a difference. And then you're going to drop down the schedule. Schedule is nothing but a workday pattern here. So if you go there, this is the workday pattern. So the calendar you're going to give it now. Fine. You go there, drop down, and then C00. There will be only one facility schedule will be available now. Fine. We choose that now. Fine. See the facility schedule. I'm choosing it now. Now tell me, I am now creating the master org. So what should be populated over here now?
The same organization.
Same organization is 100% correct. Fine. Put the same organization, it becomes a master now. So if you put the same organization, it becomes a master now. And C00 master. So if you see this now, and here they have added some more thing. Organization is a manufacturing plant. They have added organization represents a contract manufacturer. But even though what happens, manufacturing has come now. Manufacturing has come, but what happens? The contract manufacturing is yet to come now. Fine, that is yet to come. So they'll be coming gradually. Similarly, movement requests are equal to move orders of inventory. Fine. And then afterwards, enforce locator alias constraint uniqueness. This is one addition. Allow negative balance is already there. Allow negative on and balances transactions. Fine. All these things are there. So there are some additions to this now, which we see the general one. Locator control is exactly same. What happens? You have to use the locator control determined at subunit level, that's the best level. And we have forgotten in one of the implementation, and then we have made it no control. And then we are unable to make the change of the locator control at all after the transactions are started. So we dropped the org and then created a new org. So don't make a mistake. So in the beginning itself, what happens when you make the locator control determined at subunit level, that will be allowing you to make decisions at the subunit level, whether it is going to be predefined or a dynamic or determinate item level control. So this is a must. And then we have made a mistake, and then we dropped the org in one of our implementations. Don't do that mistake. And then somebody asked me that why the key flux field is not there. We can very well go for a 4-segmental one now. Fine. If your locator has got 4 segments, or what happens, your row, rack, bin, and then something else. We have in one of the places, what happens that we have the 4-segmental concept, and then we have done it. Fine. There is no need for any KFO as such now. Fine. In one of the company in Dubai, they wanted to have locators as the 4 levels. So that has been done now. This is for a car company, so we have done it now. So this is exactly almost similar to what we have in EBIS now. And then afterwards, you go to the lot serial now, uniqueness, And then it is also almost same like this. Not control what happens. Uniqueness, you're going to make it as what? Unique across items. And that is the best way. And then after these things are all inventory based. And then you're not touching it actually. And then there in the starting serial number is a mandatory one. I'm giving it something. And then it's almost same. Fine. Everything is there. And then you have the LPN's number. WMS is yet to come now. But they have already incorporated over here now. So later on when the WMS comes in, we'll be using this packing unit generation, LPN generation basically. And then afterwards you go to the item sourcing details, and then it is also almost similar to what I was discussed, the picking route, everything coming. The type you make it as a supplier, and that's it. And then afterwards you go to the additional information. The additional information we can even add some DFFs now. Fine. This is it, and then there is nothing else on the accounting part. If you see this now, here, if you go there, go to the last tab region, you'll be having plenty of accounts. They removed all the accounts. No need for the inventory man to worry about the accounts. Fine, everything has been shifted to financials. No account numbers, everything. The introg information, so much of accounts are there. So why they have to be bothered upon? That's what they say. So they have shifted everything. Fine, even if you go there, if you go to the second one, the entire costing has been shifted to a separate entity. Fine, that again handed over to the financials. So financials will be looking at the costing. So inventory people will not have anything to do with the costing at all. SCM will have nothing to do with the costing. So it has been shifted to financials now totally. So this is it as far as inventory org is concerned. Any doubts on this now?
So where are this information are getting stored in financial, in general ledger or account payables?
You'll be seeing it. Not in payables or I was saying. There is a separate thing called transaction accounting builder. So they have pushed everything to the transaction accounting builder. And then there we have to specify it. And then since I was involved in this project, what happens, I know to some extent, whatever I know, I will not give it to you. But you have to, if you want to go in depth into it, you have to learn the tab. I will be sending you the document also. But since I was involved in the implementation, I know to some extent on the tab settings actually. Fine, I will give that part to you.
Okay.
You can even go on and make an explanation.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Fine, the tab will be given to you. Fine, what else? In fact, what happens, I was the project manager in one of the projects basically because of my seniority. And then even the financials team will be reporting to me only. Fine. No problem at all. So since I have a very good domain experience, I worked in this domain for more than 20 years. I got a depth of experience. And so what happens, everybody even will be respecting me as a project manager actually. Everybody will be reporting to me. And then they also love me because what happens, since I have a domain, many times what happens, the project managers will know nothing as such, other than what happens communicating with the top management. So they act as a postman only, but I was in fact interacting with everybody on even the supply front as well as the financial fronts also. Go there, and then what happens, this is what is, and then click on save, by which for example the master is now created. Right? Click on save. So completed. So the org is now created. So let us go and then get the child now. Fine. CZ.
Nana.
Yeah.
Hi, Nana. Kala here.
Yeah.
Nana, before we move to child org creation, just a business reason for, defining an inventory org as an HR organization. I know the reason for defining a business group as defining as an HR organization, but what is the need for?
This is not, inventory org as a HR organization. I don't know exactly why they have done it now. Inventory org, I don't know why they have made it as HR org.
But Nana, for defining,
you don't have the employees at the inventory org level. See, every org can be classified as a HR org, whether it is going to be a business unit or it's going to be a legal entity or your operating unit as an inventory org. But this is a training instance, and then they have done it, and then nobody will know. Classify an inventory org as HR. You don't worry about it. So just
okay.
But Nana,
yeah.
But only if BU is an HR, you will be able to define it under position hierarchy, right? I mean, position. When you create
always, all the HR activities are taking place only in BU. Every HR activity will not take at the BU level and then no other level. Fine. In Fusion, what happens? The enterprise level, nothing is happening, and then what happens at the LE level, nothing is happening. BU level only will be doing everything.
No. I'm asking in EBIS. In EBIS, you will be declaring business group as a HR organization for a position, right? When you create a position, BU should be an HR organization, right?
Wherever you define the HR, everything has to be defined over there. So if you define the BU as HR, we will now have the jobs, positions, employment hierarchy, everything defined only at the BU level and not other levels. We can even have multiple levels basically. Fine. You can have what happens, let us say your headquarters is in US now. Fine. And then you have what happens? Your operating units are now situated at everywhere throughout the globe now. So Indian man will be reporting to a person who is sitting in the global at the headquarters. So what happens? It will be across your layers basically. Fine. From your operating unit in India, what happens? A person will be reporting to a person in US actually. So in that case, what happens? You will now classify the business unit as HR as well as an operating unit as also as HR. Fine. So employees are created at both the levels. So
okay, no, got it. Thank you.
You have to work like that now. Fine. You have to understand that the complexities. And so what happens? It can be even across the line of business also. Fine. Even across the line of business, what happens? You may have to report also. So that's where it comes in. So you have to work in depth into the EBIS basically. Fine. Then you will understand it. See here that HR classification just showed though. Fine. This is not much of a meaning as such. So click on save and close, by which what happens? The C00 master is now created. Now I'm going to create my first child now. Fine, click on plus now. So let me create my first child. And then remember everywhere my C00 has to come now. So then only what happens, you'll be saying, I will now say child 1 now. So child underscore 1, I'm creating it now. Fine. Organization code is what? C01 now. That is C00, this is C01. So the management business unit is C00. And then I will now drop it down and then choose it now. Fine. I will now go there and drop it down. So click on search now. It's not available here. It has to come in the top now. Whatever I have chosen, it is not coming like that now. I don't know why it's so. I click on search. There are all some small bugs which will be gradually corrected now. I click on search. Whatever I chosen, it has to come beginning. So I go there.
Nana, one more thing. Nana, hello.
Tell me.
Yeah, you told like that in the inventory organization also. I mean, child organization, we cannot do any transactions, right?
No, child organization only we can make transaction. In the master, we won't do any transaction at all. No transactions.
In Fusion.
In Fusion, there is one thing called item org. If you create this as item org, the usage will be item management and not inventory management. Now I am creating the inventory org. So here the usage is inventory management. And so here it is normal like a inventory, your EBIS inventory. In a EBIS inventory, we don't do any transactions on the master, we do transactions on the child. So it is a normal inventory like a EBIS now. But in addition to it, what happens? They have create item org. In an item org, the usage is item management only. And so there in that org, we cannot even create any transactions. No transactions are possible on item org. So they have made it explicitly only for CRM modules, basically. Got it? Drop it out. And then
here. And we already created the master.
Yeah. Now we are going to create the child org. Okay.
So, master, you have created in inventory no, not in item org.
No, not in item org. So as somebody was saying, so we can create the master in the item org and then make the child in the inventory management. That's a good one, fine. But in none of our implementations, we are done like that now. Fine, we have done everything in the inventory itself now. Since we are habituated to what happens, EBIS basically. So what happens, we have done everything on the inventory org. Just like, because this is exactly equivalent to what we have in EBIS. So you put the name, and then what happens, as soon as you put the business unit, the primary ledger is coming, drop down and then choose the ledger now. Legal entity is now choosing it. So the profit center business unit will be coming automatically over here now. Fine, this is what is. So the child org is now getting C00 and then C01 is the org name. Fine, click on next now. We go to the next level. And then here, what happens, you drop down. And then what happens in the general area, I'm going to choose the schedule now. So drop down the schedule and then choose your schedule. So C00 schedule. Fine, go there. And then the master org is what? C00 master. Fine, C00 master. You have to choose it now. Fine, drop it down and then choose the master. So by choosing a different one, what happens? C00 child is coming. Where is the C00 master here? It is not getting listed. In the first time it was got listed on the top now. Now the present organization is coming in the top, but other than is not coming. I click on search and then search over master now. Click on search. I don't agree with the search. The search is not that good in fact. And then choose, oh, only child is coming. Why the master is not coming? In C00 master has to come now.
Because you have given it as a COO run.
Oh God, C00. Fine. Click on search. Oh, there I have given COO, huh? Huh?
Yes.
There I remember C0. Oh, yes, see. Oh God, I made a mistake there. Good. Let me correct it now. Fine. Cancel it. Who is this? Who is this? Who told me now?
Chalapati.
Okay, Chalapati, beautiful, fine. He has observed it very nicely. See, I've given the C. Oh, I should not have chosen this. Fine. You go there and then let me edit it now. Fine, edit it. Let me change it to C00. I given the C0. Fine. Organization code is not editable here. Remember, only name is editable now. Fine, C00. Otherwise, I will be landing into problems now. Fine. So C00 is the master name. Beautiful. Fine. He has identified my mistake. Good. I was wondering why is not coming. 7 close. Good. Fine. If you go and then query this now, fine, click on search now. It has to be C00 now. What is this? Click on done now. Click on search and then let me correctly search it now. Fine. It is C00. Let me search it now. And then search it, it has to show me now. Fine. C00 master is not coming. Fine, good. That's good. Fine. So I made a mistake. That's why whenever I'm making a mistake, please very closely watch and then correct my mistakes. Otherwise, when you make a transaction, then it doesn't come. It will be very difficult for us. Click on plus now. Good observation now. So I will now do it one C00 underscore child underscore 1 now. Fine. Organization code is capital C01. Capital C0001. Fine. Management business unit is C00. And then give a tab. And then give a tab. What happens? It's not coming. No, it's not coming. Okay? Even a small letters. Fine. If you give a tab, it will automatically remember. And then if you give a tab, it will not search for it, and then it will not give you the results now. Fine. There's no need to give anything. And go there, drop it down, and then choose it now. Fine. Name is what? C00, and then give a tab. It will now give you the reduced criteria for you to search for it now. So you go there and then choose a child organization. Click on OK now, and get in your tab and then do it now. Fine. So it's not done. So the first part is now completed. Fine. Go to the next, and then we'll now give the master here now. And then schedule is C00 facility schedule, and then go there. The master, I'm going to go over it. C00, and then give a tab. The master has to come now. Fine. The master is coming. Choose the master now. Locator control determine the best level. Fine. That is the best level. Yeah, do it now. Fine. Go there. And then go to the next one. And then here, only two set of settings now. Unique across items. And then here, I will be conducting the inventory training later on. Once when I learn it now, fine. I'm in the process of learning actually. You go to the item sourcing details now. And then go there and then click on save and close, by which what happened, the first child is now created now. And then click on plus now. Fine. I will now create the second child now. Child 2 I'm going to create now. Fine. It is C00 underscore child underscore 2 now. Fine. It is capital C02. And then it is C00 and then give a tab. The business unit will be coming. And then the business unit automatically populates the primary ledger now. And then drop down and then choose the what's called your legal entity. And then here it is C00 and then here location 2 I'm going to put it now. Click on OK and then click on next now. You go to the next. And then here what happens, you go to the general now. Click on the general and then schedule C00 is a schedule. And then master organization C00 and then give a tab. So it will not show all the three orgs now. Fine. Oh, why child 1 is not coming? Child 1 also I made a mistake or what? C00 child 1 also I made a mistake. I think fine. You'll now go and query for the child now. Fine. Child 1 I made a mistake now. Locator control, determine subunit level, and then go there, go to the lot and serial number. Uniqueness is unique across items. And then starting serial number, I'm giving something. And then go there, go to the item sourcing details, and then make them. This is a what's called the sourcing defaults, which is there in EBIS basically, exactly like that. And then save and close. So let me query that C. In C, how many things are there? So search is what C. And then give a search now. So many things are coming. Child 1. Again, there is a mistake. I think. Fine, click on edit now. It's C00 only, na? Child 1 is not getting listed over there. Why is so? It is 0 only, no? Fine, 0 only. कहाँ यार क्यों नहीं आ रहा वो? I couldn't understand this. And everything is okay. And some mistake somewhere. Because child one is a very important one where we are going to perform all the transactions now. And I will now say C01 or otherwise 000 and then query all the three organizations are coming along. We'll now search for it now. C00 must have all three organizations coming on here now. So child one and child two. Okay, fine, good. Everything is done there. So this completes the inventory or creation. Good. Now we'll now go on and get the sub inventories now. Fine, go there. We'll have sub inventories even in the master also because I'm going to demonstrate the item organization tie now. Fine. So manage sub percentage INV percentage entry. So it's almost similar to EBIS only. Fine. There is not much of a change actually. The sub inventories now. Fine, close it. And then here you go there. You go to yes, oh yes, and then enter and set up organization sub inventories. And then for a particular organization, if you go and then enter, you'll be getting it. And then if you give a control F1, it will not show you everything. So you'll have a name and description, and then you'll have a lot of blah blahs. So many things are quantity track, has a sub inventory, depreciable. So all these things are almost there here also. Everything is there. And then we have the locators over here now. So what happens? No controls there. And then you have the item sub inventory restriction. This is also exactly similar now. Fine. Now here we are going to give only the name and description, then you have to save now. The remaining activities you're not going to do at all. Fine, you go there and then see this now. Fine, click on manage sub inventories and locators. Fine, click on it in the task. So let us create 3 sets sub inventories for this. First, we have to start to work on this org now. We have to work on this org now. Organization is what? C00 and then give a tab. So C00 is now master org. C00 and then give a tab. And then click on OK now. So once when you choose the org number will be coming in the top. I can see the org number coming up on the top. So here you click on the plus and then let me create a sub inventory now for the C00. So the sub inventory is what? C00 underscore. I will now say sub 1 now. And then I will now put in the description and that's it. And that is sufficient for creating a sub inventory. Fine. And then click on save and close. So that is now done. Save and close. So the changes have been saved. Now click on this org now and then change it to C01 now. Fine, click on this org. And then here, what happens? I'm going to make a change now. Click on that. And how to change the org here? Change org is here. Fine, click on the change org. It's sort C01 now. And then give OK. So the org will be getting changed. So on this org, there's no sub inventory. Click on plus and then let me create the sub inventory for this now. Fine, it is C01 underscore sub 1. Sub 2 will say. So 0.
No, what is the purpose of creating sub inventory at master?
Yes, it's a good question, but only for demonstration purposes. Yes, at the master, no need to create any sub inventory at all. But what happens? I'm now creating it only for demonstration purposes. Right? Just to demonstrate it. We are not going to make any transaction. Just to show you the item org link now. Right? C01 underscore sub 1. And click on save and close. Fine, you go there. Click on change now. Good question. And then it's C02 and then you tap and click on OK. The inventory org will be listed over here upon change org. Fine, you click on plus. And then here I will not click the sub. It is C02 underscore sub 2. Just to show you that this only is now getting default over there. You have to share it. So we have completed sub inventory creation, and then if you go into the sub inventory area, what happens? Manage items, sub inventories, manage locators, everything is there. So all these things are exactly similar to this. If you click on the plus now, find sub inventory creation surplus, and then you can now see almost all the items will be coming. Fine, you'll be having material status value, sub inventory type, locators, and then asset sub inventory, depreciable quantity tracked. Almost the latent days sourcing, almost everything is there as like a EBIS one. Click on cancel now. I'll be conducting a separate training on this inventory part now. Now the next part is what? We have to tie the locations to org. Fine. So we go to location organization tie is important. Manage what happens locations. So manage locations is the one where I'm going to go there and then tie all these things now. I don't know why they have made it is a must for one of the business process, not for everything now. Find C00 and then click on search now. When you want to convert a PR into PO, if it is not tied, it's not working at all. We have tested it in release 9 and then afterwards what happens since it was not working, we followed this philosophy. Maybe in release 11 this type may not be required, I'm not sure about it, but we are still following in release 11 also the same philosophy. Fine. So you click on this location 0 and let me tie this to inventory org. Fine. So log 0 will be tied to inventory 0, master org actually. So let me tie it now. I will now query the location. If I click on the inventory org, so it's now coming up. If I go there and then edit it now, fine. So here, go to click on edit and then click on update. So some of the parameters need to be updated now, fine. Not a correction now, fine. Click on update now. So preferably locations, you go for update. Similarly, legal entity also you go for update. And then what happens is the effective start date, fine. 01/03/2017. Whenever it asks for effective start date, you give the enterprise start date now, fine. That is the best thing. Enterprise start date is 1st of March 2017. So I'm giving the start date as this now. So the changes will be happening now. Hey, go there. Here it is what C00 and then give a tab. And then I will now put what? Your master org. So master org, I'm going to put it now. Fine, click on OK. I give a tab, it will be coming. So this C00 log 0 is not tied to master now. Fine. This is a master type. So it says what? Associate the location to inventory org to select purchasing. Fine. Select in purchasing. Leave blank to associate location to all organizations now. But when you leave it, what happens? The PRPO is not working. That is the problem. Here, the first sentence is okay. But second statement, what happens when you leave it, is not working. So we are forced to try it. PR to PO automation doesn't take place now. I don't know why I'm making a mistake or not, but what happens? You're all following it like that. Click on save now. If you find that this is not a must, please tell me, educate me on this now. I'll be more happy because one of the clients is irritated upon this now. Click on review, and then we're going to submit it now. Save, review, and submit is the way in which what happens if we're doing it now. And then click on submit. So the first one is now submitted. It will now go for approvals also, but we will not set up any approvals as such now. Fine, click on this now. Locations are basically managed by HR now. So HR has got approvals also. In eBiz also, what happens? Locations and organizations are basically owned by HR now. Fine. So here, what happens? They have the approval mechanism also available there for location change. Go there and then choose it now. I have not set any approvals at all. And go there. And then here, I will now click on edit. And click on edit. Location 1, I'm going to do it now. So go there, go to edit and then update. Please preferably go via update now. Fine, update and then change the date to what? Your enterprise date now. 01/03/2017. No action reasons at all, not required. If you want, you can have it because these are all for taking reports actually. Whenever you update it, you'll even take reports basically. But we are not only making a change. Here, when we do it, we'll be doing it in a very systematic fashion. Go there, C00, and then I will now put the child over here. Give a tab, and then what happens? It will give you a list now. So choose the child 1 now. Click on OK. Save, review, and then submit. That should be the way now. I click on save. It is now saved and then reviewed and then submitted. Second organization, I am not going to use it at all. So for this exercise, so I will not tie the tie at all. Second child, I will not tie it. I will not leave it as such now. Second location, I'm not tying. Only first location I'm tying because I'm not doing to go work on this now. It will now give you the changes which are now happening. Current and then proposed values is now showing you. Fine, click on this now. So the child 2, I'm not tying actually. I will show you there when we are doing the transactions. Click on that now. So this activity is now complete. So inventory org creation, sub-inventory creation, and then location organization ties are complete now. We go there. That's it. Now we jump into HRMS now. So in HRMS, what happens? We have job creation, and then what happens in eBiz? We have position creation, we have employment creation, and then hierarchy creation. So here there is one extra thing called department. So department is also an extra thing. Fine. So let us go and then get the jobs now. Fine. We'll now have the jobs created. Manage jobs is the one. So we go there. Click on that now. So here, what happens? We can go there. So in eBiz, to create a job, where you go is we close it, and then switch responsibility human resources now. So here, work structures, jobs, and then description. And then if you go and then query this now, fine. Work structures, job description. Here also the same navigation. Now I click on find now. I will now find it out. So if you find a one, so here the job group is there, and then the name. What you do is you give the job code and job name, and then click on OK and then save. You don't do any other thing. Evaluation, requirements, valid criteria, output, and everything. We don't do it. If you are not a HCM man, only HCM team will be doing all these things. Here also, what happens if you are only a procurement man? You will only give you the job code and job name, but some extra information you have to give it now. Some extra information you have to give it now. Fine. And then apart from that, nothing else is required from our side. So we have done it without a HCM implementation. We have done it, and then we are given this. Now we are going to see the job code and job name. Fine. We go there, and then I'll now go there. Go to the work structures now directly. Work structures and then job. Click on the navigator on the left hand side top, and then here against the My Workforce, go to the work structures. On the left hand side top, you have the navigator, and then click on the, against My Workforce. We have the workforce. What happens? The workforce structures. Fine. This is called work structures, workforce structures, and then go to the jobs. Click on what? Manage jobs now. We'll now go up to 11:45 and then complete today. Right? Click on manage jobs. So manage jobs is the one. I'm going to go there. And then here, let me create a job now. I click on create. So I'm now going to the manage jobs and then I'm creating it now. So here, what happens? The date, always make a change now. Fine, 0103, 2017. And then it will work on a different days. But what happens again? Talk with the SCM team. It will tell you on the days now. So always create this: the jobs, the departments, and then the locations are having the reference data set. Now, fine. Always create a common set so that it will be accessible by every business unit. Remember. So always, whenever we create from a supply chain, always create on a common set. Fine. And then action is okay. Name and code. Just like in eVis, what happens? We have a job name and job code. Fine. Go there. C00_JM. I'm putting it code. What happens? I will now say C00 and then JM. I will now put it like that. I'm going to click on next now. Fine, I'm not putting the same thing with the hyphen underscore now. So code name and code I'm giving C00_JM. Junior manager, assistant manager, and manager are the three things, three levels we are going to work upon in this training now. I click on next now. So the name and code has been given now. And then it is 1-3 and what else? And then here what happens? You make some more changes now. Full time is what? Full-time employee, and then regular is regular. That's it. The remaining family and all not required from our perspective. They are all required only for a CM team. Right? You have a legislative information, all these things are there. No need to worry about anything. So when you are creating from a from a supply chain perspective, what happens? You do it, and then if HCM is involved, you will not even touch it. They will only do it. And then apart from that, what happens? There is one thing called level now. Level is a very important one. And then there are two types of approvals are there in eVis. One is what? Your position hierarchy and then your supervisor hierarchy. There are two methods of approval, whereas in Fusion, there are 6 methods of approval are there. Out of which 3 of the methods use the level now. So the jobs level is very, very important now. Let me put 3001 now. 3001, 3002, 3003. Please, all of you put different levels basically. I don't know whether it will clash or not. I'm not very sure about it, but you use a different levels now. Fine. I am now using 3001, 3002, 3003. Please remember it. While approving it, if you forget the levels, please remind me. Okay, fine. Some of you please remember it. So I'm going to have 3 levels for three jobs basically. So this is it, and then you click on what happens, save and then submit. Whenever you have a submit icon, you have to submit also. The remaining evaluation criteria, profiles, next and all not required at all. So there also what happens, you have all these things now. Evaluation criteria, requirements, all these things we never give. So we give a job name and job code, and then what happens, you simply commit. So here also what happens, you add one extra thing is what? Active, full-time and regular, and then afterwards the level we are giving. Level is very important as far as job is concerned. Fine. 3 of the approvals are going to use the levels now. Out of 6, 3 methods are using levels now. So give the level. So 3001, click on save. So my first one, C00, what happens? JM is now complete. Fine, click on save, and then what happens? Submit it. When submit is there, we have to submit. Click on submit. So the first job is now created. We'll now create the remaining 2 jobs. So click on yes now. No, I'll now go for the next one now. Click on OK. And then here, what happens? I'll now click on the plus create. So again, they change fine 0103/2017. Go there. And then you go there. Name is what? C00_AM, assistant manager. And then it is C00AM. And then click on it, fine. Code is unique, fine. Code is unique. And then you cannot have another job name having the same code now. But we don't use it to a great extent now. Click on next. And then here, what happens? Full time. And then go there. Make it as what? Regular. And then the level is 3002 now. 3002. And that's it. And then save and submit. Save and submit. So C00AM is now getting ready. And click on OK. Click on submit. And then we'll go for the final one. Now. Click on yes. So in the meantime, what happens? You can even go and query how many we have created now. Fine, here, go there, C00, and then click on search. It has to show me both now. So both are now shown. Fine, 00 JM and then AM. Fine, click on plus and then we'll locate. The final one is an MGR. Fine. Okay, go there. And then 0103 2017. If you're making a mistake, please then there point out to me. On the nomenclature, if I'm making a mistake, please tell me. Fine, go there. MGR. Go there. See 00 MGR. And then click on next now. Fine. 1/3/2017. I given date now. Fine, go there. Make it as full time. And then make it as a regular. And that's it. And the level is 3003. So all of you please use different levels in your thing. Fine, click on save and then click on submit. By which what happened, the job is now created. So there are 4 activities in HRMS: job creation, department creation, position creation, employment creation, and then hierarchy creation. Now there are 5 activities. So what are which one? The first activity is now completed. So let me go and then query again on this now. C00 and then make a query. Click on search now. So it has to show me the third one also. So all the 3 are now completed. Fine, go there. We'll go for the next one now. Next is department creation, manage departments. So what happens? The positions need a department, and so what happens? The next is manage departments. The department has got a big thing as far as HRMS is concerned, whereas for us nothing. And you don't have any big one. And click on create. We give a name and then that's it. And go there. It's C00 underscore department 1. So put a name on this now. Fine, take a copy of it now. And then afterwards, what happens? Nothing else is required. Fine, nothing else is required. There is it's a train now. Actually, department details as well as review. Fine, nothing is required. Fine, click on next. Click on save and then submit. So you have only a department name to be created. Fine, that has to be mentioned in the position. That's why what happens? We read it now. So click on save. The submit is not coming. Click on next. Maybe submit will be coming.
No, effective start date.
Oh yeah. 01 2017. Fine. Please always because sometimes some may not work at all if the start date is not basically wrong actually. Fine. So that's not done. Good. Who is it?
Vijay Nana.
Vijay, very good friend. And please keenly follow. And then if I make a mistake and then suddenly if it doesn't work, what happens? Everybody will be totally upset. Fine, go there. And then now you go back and then see the date. Okay, when 1317 is now coming. Fine, click on next and then click on submit. Now fine, by which whatever the department is now completed now. And let's click on this. And then we go for the positions now. If you see the positions, it's almost similar to EBIS only. Fine, if you go there and then go there. Work structures, position description is the navigation now. Fine, go there. It's almost similar to EBIS basically. And then what happens? I'll now click on find now. Something I'm going to find it out. And then here, what happens? There is a type there. In the type, what happens? There are 4 types are available here. If it is going to be a single incumbent, there can be only 1 employee in this position. If it is going to be none, any number of employees are there. But if a person is going to work for the morning hours on the UK, and then in the evening hours he's going to work for US, they will now use pooled and shared by HRMS. So pooled and shared will be used by this. So what happens? The cost center, how much of money is incurred for UK and then how much of money is incurred for US will be used by this. So this is for what happens, segregating the cost to different one. It is called what happens where the full-time equivalent of an employee will be coming into picture. So this will all be done by HCM. So if HCM is not involved, we will be using only none and then single incumbent in EBIS. So here also the same thing. None and single incumbent only will be using it in Fusion. So this is on right. And then a job will be referencing a position will be referencing what? The position number and then position name, and then it will be referencing a job also. Fine. Job also to be referencing. And then the hiring information, the full-time equivalent, what happens? I was told with the HCM team, what happens? Leave these 2 things as blank. That is what I was told by HCM team. So I'm now, in all our implementations, I'm now leaving the full-time equivalent as well as the headcount as blank now. Headcount will be automatically populated by the system. That's what they told me, HCM. So I have kept the full-time equivalent as well as the headcount blank when I'm creating a position. If HCM is not involved. HCM is involved, they will not take care of everything. You will not have to touch anything at all here. So we go there and then we now do this. So we go there, go to the positions now, work structures, positions now. Let us create the 3 positions. So here now if I click on create now, I'm creating the position now and click on create. Here what happens, I go there. The business unit is what? C00 and then give a tab. So no need to give a tab, it will be coming automatically. So the name. So the name and code. Here also what happens, you have a different thing. Here what happens, we call it the position number and position name. Fine, this is a code. What happens, they have the number here. So there, here also it's a code now. Fine, the name is what? C00 underscore JMM, Junior Manager Mechanical. I'm creating it. The code is what? C00 JM. I'm putting it. And then that's it. Fine. You give the date now. Date is what? 0103 2017. So I change the date now. Now click on next now. In the next, what happens? We go there and then the department I'm going to put it now. C00 and then give a tab. So the department becoming C00 and then click on search now. Oh God, I have given again. Whoa, I think. Click on search. The thing is coming. Why yaar? See search. Why my department is not coming? What is the mistake? Cancel it. I now go on and search for the department now. I click on S now. Come out. Cancel it. And then go to the manage departments. Fine. C00. And then click on search now. Woo. My department is not visible. Come on. Kahan gaya? C. Whoa. I will not search for it now. I will not search on C only. We are using C, na? You must enter at least. Oh God, what happened to this department? Go there, click on create now. Fine. 01 03 2017. Remember, I made a change after the save now. I don't know whether that is because of which it is now vanished or not. I don't know. C00 underscore DEPT1 now. I saved it and then afterwards I gone up and then I gone back and then I made a change now. Remember, somebody pointed out to me. So dates are really, really very sensitive. Remember, fine. Now I made a change, common set and then department name, and then what happens? Click on save, click on next and then save. Because submit is not coming. So here what happens? 13. So my C00 department, right? Where is the department name here? Here not showing at all. Click on save. Remember on the dates. Dates are really very sensitive in Fusion now. Before doing anything, discuss with the HCM team about how to give the names, the dates and all. They will now give you a guideline on this. So here, if you go there, query for C00 and then query for the search, it's not visible. See, previously it was not visible at all. So it's not saying two departments. Fine, only one department. I don't know why. So fine, maybe the date I changed it afterwards. It was not on the previous date. And so what happens when I give a previous date? What happens? It was the enterprise itself is starting on March 17, and then the previous date. What happens? The department is not valid at all for the enterprise. That is why what happens? It must be very, very clear. Fine. The department is not even visible at all here. Fine. Go there. Go to the positions. Click on create now. So in the beginning itself, don't make any mistake. Fine. Go there. Fine. 01 03. Fine. 2017. You go there. C00. Name is what? C00 underscore JMM. And then the code is what? C00 JMM. And that's it. Fine. Any mistake on this now? Fine. If I'm putting a O, please tell me because I will again check for it. C00. Fine. The date is now given. Business unit is now given. Fine. Click on next now. So positions are BU specific, remember. Positions are BU specific, whereas jobs are across BUs. In EBIS also, jobs are generic in nature. They are across business units. And then positions are BU specific. Fine. Positions are organization specific, remember. So whatever organization you're going to write it, fine. This is specific to the organization. Here also, positions are organization specific now. So here normally, what happens here? It's only business unit there. What happens? The organization can be top level organization or a middle level organization like business unit or legal entity or an operating unit also. Fine, you can have anything. Here, that type of a thing is not there at all. Here, everything is only business unit specific. Basically. Positions are BU specific. Jobs are generic. It is across structures actually. Jobs are across structure. So department is what? C00. Hey, come on. It has to come now. It has come. Job is what? C00. Let us put the first job over here now. Junior manager. Fine. And then nothing else is required. Here, what happens if you see this now? So afterwards, what happens? We go there and then in this FTE and then headcount only we are going to give it now. And then here status is approved now. Status is active now. So here, what happens? We go there. Don't give the location manager, etc., etc. is not required. So here, hiring status is not proposed, is approved now. Here, there, we give it as a status now, as active now. So here it is approved. And then remove the FTO. Go there, dissume it. And then dissume the headcount also. Fine. And then don't keep anything. And then no other thing is required in this place. There are plenty of information there. Don't give anything from a supply chain perspective. If you're doing from a supply chain perspective. So approved and then single income and I'm using it. None also you can try. None means what? Any number of employees. But For this training, I'm using only single incumbent now. Fine. The pooled and shared will be used only with the HRMS team. Fine. Whereas you can use none or single. Fine. Like exactly here. Here also what happens? We have none, single, incumbent. Fine. I'm not choosing only single incumbent over here. And that's it. There is no level at all here. Level is there only in the job. Level is there only in the job, and that is very, very important. Fine. Because 3 of the approvals are using the job levels. Fine. Any doubts on the position creation? Fine. Remove the FT and then head count. That's what my SCM team told me. That's what they told me. Afterwards, what happens? I never asked them anything at all. So here, submit button is coming, so I can go on and directly submit. Click on save. And then remember, positions are BU specific. Right? Jobs are generic across BU specific. Click on save. And then every BU will be referencing the job also. You must enter the FT value when person type is single. Okay, I will not use none here. Fine. I will not use none now. Fine. When the single incumbent is asking for it now, fine, use none now. So that what happens? I will not have, don't have enter anything at all. Fine. Fine. Go there and then make it as none now. Fine. Click on save now. That is what I forgot that I had to use none actually. So it is what it is. Click on OK and then click on submit, by which what are the first positions created. Click on submit. Let us create the remaining 2 positions and then call it a day now. Fine. Click on this now.
No.
Tell me. Yeah.
No. Just like R12.
Yeah.
Do we have this approval hierarchy selection in financial options?
No. There is no such approval hierarchy at all here. Fine. There's a different concept altogether now. Fine. That what happens when you say use approval hierarchies means what? It is a position hierarchy.
Position hierarchy.
It's a supervisor hierarchy. Here there are 6 different methods. Here are only 2 methods. Here there are 6 methods, and there is no such thing.
So if it's checked, it is position hierarchy, right?
Huh?
If it's, the use approval hierarchy, if it is checked, it is position.
There is no
position
such
hierarchy
at all in Fusion. Fine. There is no such check.
No, I'm asking in R12.
In R12, if it is checked, what happens? It is a position hierarchy. If you remove it, it is a supervisor hierarchy.
Employee super. Okay.
Employee supervisor.
Okay.
Here there is no such concept at all. Here concept is different, and then it is beautifully done here. So I put C00 business unit. Fine. Give that. So second position is what? C00 underscore AMM is a 1, and then the code is what? C00 AMM. And then I will not any mistake here. Nothing is there. Fine. Click on next now. Is a BU specific one. Positions. Fine. Department is C00 and then give a tab. The job is C00 and then give a tab. We'll be choosing the second job. Fine. Assistant manager. I'm choosing it. Fine. Click on OK. FT on then what happens? I no say it's approved. And then there's none now. And then remove the FT. And then head count is also removed. Fine. Yeah. Somebody is speaking. Any doubts? Otherwise, you can mute your phones now. Fine, go there. So the department job, and then what happens? You approved and then none. That's okay. This much is sufficient. I click on save and then submit now. Somebody is again speaking. Let me mute everybody now. Fine, go to the manage participants. Where I can mute here. Fine, somebody's phone is now coming. Manage participants and mute or more and mute. Where is it? Mute now? Mute all. Fine. Manage participants. Yeah, mute all. Mute all. So I muted it now. Somebody was speaking. Okay, it's okay. Now done. So department job, everything has been given. Now fine. Click on now save and then submit. The second position is also created. Please see whether if I make a mistake, it will not even appear there in our transaction at all. Fine. Transaction will be all gone. Please keep a keen watch. If I'm making a mistake, then and there you correct me. So we are not going to get the final position for the day now. Fine, go there. So 0103 2017, and then it is C00 and give a tab. So here name is what? C00 underscore MGRM, manager mechanical. Fine, code is C00 MGRM, and then here everything is now done. Click on next now. We go to the next one, and then here department is C00 and then give a tab. So job is C00 and then give a tab. We'll now put the final job over here now. That is manager job. Click on OK. And then here it is approved, and then here it is none, and then disum. And that's it. Fine. You click on save and submit. So we have completed the job creation, the department creation, the position creation also. Now we have to go for employment creation. And then afterwards, hierarchy creation. Hierarchy creation will not be done now. We'll be doing it later now, actually. Hierarchy creation is almost similar to e-biz building. And then let us query this now. Find C00 and then click on search now. I'm going to query it. So you'll now have to get all three positions. So here I made a mistake. The job is okay. Fine. Here positions, no mistakes at all. Fine. Good. And that's the end of the day. And then afterwards, what happens? We'll be meeting only on Monday at 10:30 because many of you are having a lot of jobs on Saturdays and Sundays. Try to complete all these activities now. Fine. Up to the HRMS activity. Fine. If you see this now. So I completed everything. The new person now up to 39th step I have completed now. So 40th step onwards will now begin on Monday evening, Monday night at 10:30 now.
Nana?
You tell me. Yeah.
Nana, so based on, how are you managing this task name, Nana?
Task name, see, we have listed down. Fine. All the task names are listed down. Fine. If you go there into the what's called your configure offerings, and then if you download the task list, it will now give you some hundreds and hundreds of tasks basically. But not every task is applicable. Actually, they give so much of a task basically, and then everything is not done. So whatever we have to do, I have already listed down. So for every module, what happens? The first activity is what? List down the task, what you have to do, and then afterwards do the task.
I mean, listing also is fine, but how do you map with the R12 naming convention and the
No,
naming
map
convention?
at all. Fine. Yeah, I'm only mapping and then showing it to you. Fine. In Fusion,
Okay.
a person need not have to have R12 knowledge at all. Since you people all know R12, what happens? I'm making a comparison to show it to you.
Okay. Because I feel a bit challenging. The challenging part is the naming convention, because since you know about the setup name, you're directly typing it. But when it comes to us, it's difficult for us.
Every module will be, first time it will be a challenge for you. First time listing down the task. Fine. We will now take up the task from that place. Once again, I will not tell you where exactly we will take it up. Let me share the screen now. Fine, you go there. I will now go to this place. Go to the setup and maintenance now. It's not such a big thing, right? You can very easily do it now. Fine, go there. Go to setup and maintenance. You go to the setup and maintenance. And then in the configure offerings, fine. In the configuring offerings, what happens? You go to the procurement. Fine. You go further. The procurement will be somewhere else. Where is the procurement here? Order management, procurement is there. So I choose on procurement. Here what happens? Setup task and task list is there. Fine. Let me go there and then download the PDF. So first is what? You go and then download the PDF. Here you can see plenty of tasks will be there. Let me download and then show it to you. So for every module, you have to download the setup task list. And then whatever is not necessary, you just remove it. From there only you will now filter it out. And then create your own now. Fine, it will now give you from everything. Fine, I will now put it on the desktop now. Set a task list, task for procurement. Fine, what else? Click on save now. So we are saving it. Fine, show, and then let us open it up and then see. It will be giving you a lot of blah blahs now. Everything is not required for us at all. It will now tell you the complete list basically. And you won't be needing this much of a list basically. So every module, what happens, whatever is not required, you have to remove it, and then I have done that exercise basically. So initially what happens, you go there, set up a task list, let's open it now. Task list for procurement. So here,
Nana, does it have required and optional?
Yeah, everything, it will be having plenty. Fine. If you go and then see this now, fine. It is a task list, task is a task list. Fine. Define the configuration for applications that are leveraged across Fusion products, purchasing, procurement. Fine. Whether it is required, the condition is there. So much of information there. Then what happens? You run the process to populate all these things. SCM, common architecture. You need not have to do it all. This is not your job. Fine. Design synchronization of users and roles for LDAP. Fine. This is not your job. It's a sysadmin job basically. So it is now given. Page down. If you go there, you'll be having plenty of such stops. Fine. Run the users and role synchronization process. Page down. I define implementation users. Actually, I'm doing it because what happens for training purposes, I'm not defining the implementation users. In reality, what happens, you won't be doing it now. Fine, procurement point, you will not do it. So I create implementation users and then create data roles for, go to assign the roles basically. And likewise, what happens if you see, it will be having how many tasks, see 1, 2, 3, now going down. Go there and see the last now. Hundreds and hundreds of tasks will be there basically. So here what happens for the procurement, it is now giving you something, page up, chakkar aa jayega तुमको ये सब देखने में. Fine. It is 420 pages of task, not only one or two. And you won't feel like going to each and everything basically. One guy has to sit and then filter it out. You just see the number of pages now. Fine, 420 pages. Fine, that much of a task list there. And then we won't go as per this now. Manage core application profile options. Here, profile options are getting very lesser importance actually. We'll be coming to the profiles later on. Other than I will want to do. So in everything, what happens? It will now give you the complete list of task list. Actually. Manage time zones, manage security profiles, manage languages. So we won't touch many of them basically. So first activity is what? Download this task list and then refine your activity now. Fine. Against which what happens? You will do it. That is how you will do it. Got it? Any doubts? First time exercise is always a difficult one. If somebody has already done, I have now made as a juice and then I'm giving it to you to only drink. Fine.
That's why I was wondering how come you're able to get the task name.
Because we have done the what happens R&D and then we have finalized this. This is a worksheet now. Fine. This much is sufficient. I don't say this is the only thing which is required, but what happens in our implementations, this was working in fact. Because something may also be required extra. At the time, what happens? You have to add those tasks also to the task list.
Okay, no. Okay, got it.
Any other doubts for anybody? So up to 39 steps I have completed. Please, all of you try to complete everything on the weekends now. No cinema, no beach, no girlfriends, no boyfriends. Okay. So try to concentrate and then do it now. Fine. So that what happens? We don't know how far the instance will be available. I have no idea at all because it's already been surrendered to Oracle and then they have not disabled it actually. Still it's running.
So, so that's the reason we are a bit rushing, Nana.
No, my normal speed itself is like this only. It is not because I'm rushing it.
No, but I have seen your training, but when you compare to other trainings, I personally feel this is a bit faster because we really feel challenging to cope up with your speed.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, can even stop the record and then run it again and again. Because what happens when I'm comparing with e-business, then what happens? Some topics like you have to fill up some forms and then give a save. That's it. Fine.
And usually you give an example whenever you do a setup. You give a business scenario, you give an example, and only then you will be coming to the form. But here you're doing everything in the form itself.
Yeah, all of you are aware of e-business basically. Fine. And then we go.
Yes, Nana, but see, basically we have worked in support and we know some setup, but not the entire. When you comes to implementation,
giving any business scenarios, what happens? You will definitely understand it as and when we start to work on it. Fine. Only setups are that once when the transactional parts comes in, you'll automatically understand
it. Okay. Maybe the
spoon feeding like others basically, but what happens? It's okay. This is sufficient.
Okay.
And none of the training will not teach you the financials at all. Fine. Since I have worked on to some extent the financials, what happens? I'm setting up the financials and I'm teaching you. You go to the Hyderabad organization, they won't even teach you all these things at all. And they invited me to conduct the training. I told him no. If you're asking me to conduct it in 7 days time, no, impossible. And he's giving me a good amount of money also, but see, cheating people, I don't like at all. In 7 days, what I can do? Impossible. That is how many institutes. Any doubts?
No, actually in EBS I am working as a technical consultant.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, if I change it to Fusion functional consultant,
you come to functional. Functional is a real one. Fine, that is going to fit a lot because you'll be dealing with all the top management basically. In technical, you'll always be under the financial functional consultant only. You will never be able to rise up. Otherwise, what happens? You go up in the ladder now. If you don't go up in the ladder, what happens? Your role will be very limited. But in functional, even a functional consultant will be directly given a responsibility. He will be implementing a project. Meet the end client actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's preferable to come to functional. Functional is easy when compared to technical. You just see, is it difficult? It's not at all. Technical, you have to toil hard. and then do a lot of programming, writing, and then what happens, even after doing anything, nobody will appreciate you that you have done a beautiful job. Arey yaar, ye kar diya na, ye le lo. Now give someone the job. Giving it, and then what happens, that way you won't find
Yes.
really satisfaction in your job, basically.
Yes, correct. That is correct.
Come to function.
Nana,
Tell me.
yeah, Abhishek here.
Yeah, tell me, yeah.
Nana, actually, I am working as a PLSQL developer, and moreover, I took training on Oracle Financial. But I am planning to just continue with finance, some part of finance, and I would like to continue with procurement. So just I need some suggestion from your end.
See, you are having a technical background, and so what happens, you can switch.
Yes.
Financials,
I'm working on it.
work on, they will ask you the commerce background. Right? If you are not having the commerce background and then working on financials, it is really very dangerous, actually. If you don't know the debit.
Actually, I did my MBA finance, but I'm working in technical side, unfortunately.
That's okay. Then in that case, what happens, you preferably go via finance, because finance is a better route than compared to supply chain, actually. Finance is the top one. Right? And then if you're, from where you got the training? From Oracle or where?
I don't know. Just I took external training from one of my friend who is working in Oracle Corporation.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Well, has he taught you whatever I had taught you on finance?
Mostly few of the things he covered. Okay, and due to lack of time, actually.
See, even I am covering only skeleton financials, not everything. And then even that is also not covered.
Okay.
Financial training does be even further full depth, basically. So otherwise, you only have to toil hard and then learn each and everything. Fine. Without learning anything, do not jump into anything at all. That is the biggest problem. You must be able to set up financials fully. Then only what happens, you must be able to work upon, because you are totally new also. Fine. So take proper decision. In that case, what happens, you can even think of coming to procurement also, because here you will learn everything now. From an implementation perspective, you will now learn everything. Got it.
Hi, Nana.
Thank you, Nana.
Yeah, tell me. Any other else?
Hi, Nana. I'm Vinay. I'm a configurator consultant.
Configurator, fantastic. This is an order management configurator, na?
Yes, order management and quoting too.
Okay, fine.
So I'm having experience on Oracle inventory, bills of material, Oracle configurator, Oracle order management.
Okay, very good.
So I'm trying to know SCM Fusion now.
Yeah.
So
it's good. Your background knowledge is really excellent. And so what happens, you can learn SCM Fusion also. Fine. Here, I heard that Fusion configurator is now simplified when compared to EBIS configurator. That's what I heard now.
Yes. Fusion configurator is somewhat simplified, but Artwell is a nice one.
Yeah, Artwell is a nice one.
Yes.
Every feature of Artwell has not come over here in Fusion at all. It's coming in. That's what people say now. As of now, what happens? Everything is now simplified version is only there, and then gradually all the complexities of Artwell will be coming in. But preferably stick to the SCM of Fusion. It is excellent one. Have you learned configurator in Fusion? Anybody has taught you?
No, actually we have trained on that. I'm having 4 years of experience on Oracle configurator.
No. In Fusion, have you got a training?
No, Fusion not training, but whatever the EBS is there, the same functionality and working is there in the Fusion too. Oracle Fusion.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So here also what happens, everything is the enhancement to Artwell, and so what happens, you won't find much of a thing. You learn it also. So it's preferable that what happens, you stick to the Fusion one soon and then try to master it, because Fusion will be the order of the day. Good.
Okay.
Any questions from me? Tell me.
No. Can we get that EBS link also for practicing?
No. EBS link is basically our company's link actually. Right? So I can do that link. Because we are registered sellers of this, and then so what happens? You have to register it at the demos.oracle.com and talk to your Oracle partner. They will give you the EBIS link. EBIS link can be easily obtained. Okay? Your company's Oracle partner, Oracle representative. And talk to them, and then give you a link for you to practice.
So do we need that SSH ID of the company?
Yeah, of course. Your company ID is required. No, you talk to the person first of all, and then what happens? You must have an access to demos.oracle.com first of all.
Okay.
Fine. You must have
I need-
access to demos.oracle.com. So for which what happens, your Oracle local representative will now help you out. If you are a what happens gold partner or a diamond or a platinum partner, you will definitely get it.
Yeah, my company is a platinum partner.
In that case, you'll definitely get it. You have to talk to the Oracle partner and then your Oracle representative, and then ask them the demos.oracle.com access. They will give you.
Okay.
You are an implementing
And-
company or you are an end user? Oh, you must be an implementing company, no? What is the company name?
Yeah, we are a developer, config consultant.
Okay, yeah. In that case, you'll definitely get it. You have to talk to them.
Okay. We are the platinum partners and we are having everything on this.
Yeah. If you're a platinum partners, they will now provide you everything.
Yes.
So, Nana, how many days we will get instance Fusion access?
So I'm not saying sure or all. See, there's been this instance belongs to a client actually, and then they have surrendered it. They say that we don't want it anymore. So Oracle has not switched off this instance at all. Still it's running. So it's a luck.
Okay.
How many days they are going to run it, we'll not see this now. So at any point of time, what happens, they may even switch it off. We're not sure about when they are going to do it.
Okay, thank you.
Try to practice as soon as possible. To practice.
Yeah.
Any other doubts? Anybody? Good then. Yeah, thank you. And then we'll now stop the recording and then we'll now meet on Monday night at 10:30. Okay. Correct?
Yeah, sure.
And then Dinesh.
Okay, no, sure.
Fine, bye. Monday night 10:30.
Okay, bye. Good night.
Okay, no, thank you.